Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Girard Sports Live, presented by Colgan. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org, or you can see all Colgan has to offer at ckt.net. I'm Drake Miller, here joined by Caleb Humble to take you through the action tonight as Girard hosts the Colgan Panthers on I believe the final regular season showing for the softball team. Is that correct?
That's what I am looking at. I believe you're correct.
At least the final home.
It should be. I think it is the last season. I'll make sure that last regular season game.
It is. We got confirmation here. So, final regular season showing for the Trojans as they will look to close out on a high note for the regular season. Let's go ahead and get into it. Action starts right now. First pitch will be outside for ball one. Go ahead and read off these essential positions for you guys. Right now on the mound for Trojans. Caleb, why don't you give that to us?
So for your pitcher tonight, it'll start off with J.C. Girard. So a different pitcher than what we saw for our first broadcast last week.
That one trickles foul for the leadoff hitter of the Panthers. That's Kara Osborne. Outside for ball three. 3-1 count as it sits between Girard and Osborne.
Looking at some of these other positions, it looks like Jasmine Coffin will be the catcher for tonight. Addison Brunk will be first base. Looks like your second baseman will be Quinn Poland. Shortstop Maddie Kester. Your third baseman is Briley Black. And then out in the outfield, left fielder Emily Hanks, center fielder Autumn Avery, and right fielder Addison Bowman.
And Autumn Avery on the play there to make the first out of the game. Next up to bat is Drew Dayton, the first baseman for the Panthers. Center fielder. Thought that was a 3. It's an 8.
Count will start 1-1 following the strike.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled for strike 2. So Dayton now down in the count as Girard looks to try and settle in for out number 2. Swung on. Back to Black on third, and Dayton hustles her way to first. Some quick feet there. Gets her standing up on first. And Black certainly was not slow on that play either. That was...
No, and I was expecting to look over and see the out, but she was pretty well on base by the time the throw was complete.
Bella Escanio now. Third in the lineup for the Panthers. Takes strike 1. Dayton stays on first, not looking to get too aggressive on the path from first to second. Swung on, popped up, headed for right. Tracking and caught. Throw into first is not in time to get Dayton on the double play, but collects the second out of the inning. That was the right fielder, Addison Bowman.
So good catches from Avery and Bowman out in the outfield, keeping runners off the base except for that second hitter.
Dayton still not advancing, though, so very well done. Lundy is fourth in the lineup here for the Panthers. Wind up in delivery from Geyer. Can't find the zone, 2-0 count. Lundy in a 2-out situation with a runner on first, trying to extend this at bat as Dayton takes off for second. The tag does not get down in time, as that throw down was just a touch high. I think it was a little slow anyway. Dayton with some quick feet once again takes second, puts herself in scoring position.
So Lundy will have a 2-1 count against her.
Swung on, Black fields it over to first in time. That is 3 outs. Only 1 base runner, seeing 4 batters for Geyer. Pretty solid showing there for the top of the first as we head into the bottom, Caleb.
And so that was definitely compared to, I'm comparing a lot of this game to that first game we saw a week ago. A lot cleaner in the outfield and a lot cleaner in the infield, just getting runners out, getting catches, making sure that there's not mistakes that can let this Colgan team kind of get runners on base and get more of the momentum.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of a rougher showing in that game against Fort Scott. That was a bit tougher for the outfield or not outfield, but just the field in general to really reel in the necessary outs and prevent some runs that probably shouldn't have been on the board. Just some kind of errors that could have went one way or another and changed the whole trajectory of that game. But right now, getting out of an inning with only seeing 4 batters and that base runner not making it past second, pretty solid.
And like you're saying, the other part of this Trojan team that we probably had more critiques on last game is just the offensive. And we saw, I think, maybe 2 Trojans with actual hits to get on base throughout the entirety of last game, and just a lot of strikeouts or a lot of flyouts, groundouts, anything other than getting on base. And so what we would like to see tonight is just getting some runs in, getting some runners, and finding the open turf to hopefully score some points and get a win for their last regular season game.
That is the hope, grabbing that win here at home as well, in front of your fans. Nothing better to end a season on. Just try to roll into the post on a high note. Emily Hanks will lead off for the Trojans. Will be followed by Autumn Avery and Briley Black, as Hanks gets strike 1 there, starting it off 0-1 in the count. Pitcher on the mound for the Panthers,
I believe that's
will be
Scagno.
Bella Scagno. She will ask, did she go? She did not.
Stay a 1-1 count with the ball.
Hanks had a little bit of trouble in that Fort Scott showing, getting on base. See if she can try to break that dry spell early in this contest. Takes strike 2 there, right on that outside corner. That's exactly where Scagno's wanting to put that pitch. A nice spot. 1-2. Inside, chasing that corner and doesn't get it. 2-2 count now as Hanks steps back in. Scagno trying to gather herself, not let this count get to full. Here's the pitch, way outside.
So a full count, 3-2.
Full count, leadoff hitter. Both players trying to settle into this game and start their teams off on a high note. Hanks fouls it off and extends the count another pitch.
So looking to stay alive. Just got to be careful to not let one get past her.
Choked up on the bat just a little bit. Scagno really studying in on this as it does not find the spot. Hanks will take first on the 4-ball count. A great extension. the foul ball keeping her alive at the plate, and of course a leadoff hitter getting on base. Can't ask for much more.
And for the Trojans, I mean, this is probably the best way that they have started any inning that we've seen from them on Girard Sports Live.
Autumn Avery now stepping in. The two-hole hitter lays down a beautiful bunt. It was read very well by the Colgan defense. Third base, number 33, Lundy, was on the pursuit. Saw it as soon as Avery stepped into the box, but man, that was a perfectly placed bunt. Advances Hanks to second. With one gone, you've got a runner in scoring position and Briley Black at the plate. Outside corner for strike one from Ascanio.
Hanks will take a decent lead off. Comes back to the bag, but still looking to possibly steal.
I'd be surprised if she takes third after trying to advance on the sacrifice bunt. Can't really risk moving forward unless it's on a wild pitch, and that's certainly something that they're going to be hoping for. You get a wild pitch, well, I guess it is a two-strike count, but had you had one, might have been a different scenario for Black at the plate. Could have laid down another sac bunt.
So the third pitch was outside for ball one, 1-2 count.
Black trying to work her way back into this one. Swung on, popped up, shallow outfield, and not brought in. It was muffed by the second baseman. I believe that is Burrows. And what a mistake, allowing Hanks to take third and Black now on first. Runners in the corners.
So for the Trojans, 1 out, 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position.
Jasmine Kaufman squares up early. Taking second is Black. She will get tagged out, but it doesn't matter. Hanks takes home and scores the first run of the game. Frankly, Caleb, I mean, might be a bold take, but I'd say that was well worth it. Sacrificing Black, heading for second, and scoring that opening run. Breaking the ice early, putting yourself out in front. Now the pressure's on Colgan.
And for Coach Kugler, I wouldn't be too upset about a runner getting home for a runner getting out. I mean, that's almost the same as an RBI, just getting points on the board and putting more pressure on this Colgan Panther team that they were able to put on you in the top of the first.
2-strike count for Kaufman at the plate in a 1-0 game. A little bit of pressure coming off of her at bat. Now with Hanks scoring and Black no longer on base, you don't feel like you really have to get something done, like you have a task. Kind of focus on your at-bat, choke up on it a little bit, and try to put yourself on first or further.
And at this point, she's just looking to extend the inning. But so far, I mean, a more successful inning for the Trojans than we saw it in that first inning against Fort Scott.
Ascanio, the 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. She retires the side as Colgan will look to retaliate. 1-0 is the score. Girard out in front early. We'll see if they can hang on to it on Girard Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your field and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. And now Matt's care for farmers goes beyond seed as an agent for the new 4-state farm and ranch. From the best inputs available to the protection you need, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy at Murphy Seed. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repair.
And we're back on Girard Sports Live. Top of the second, due up, with Geyer still on the mound for the Trojans. And leading off for the Panthers will be Morris.
So the pitch count will start off 0-1.
As this was fouled off, will advance to an 0-2 or 1-1 count. Is it 1-1?
1-1, yep.
So Morris, the first baseman, trying to start this inning off like Hanks did for the Trojans in the bottom of the first. Makes such a big difference when you have that leadoff hitter on. You can kind of walk up to the plate thinking you've got all the outs in the world to get this runner around the bases and home in the end. As that one was close, chasing
close.
the zone.
We'll call it ball 2 for a 2-2 count. But like you're saying, it's probably a good feeling as a batter knowing that you have someone on base, no outs, just trying to get at least one run in. If you can get one run per inning, you'll end up pretty successful.
Yeah, you'll be sitting pretty solid, I'd say. As that one sits up top from Geyer. From a 1-2 all the way to a 4-ball walk. Not the way that she wanted that at-bat to end, but sometimes you just play with your food a little too long. Things start to get out of hand.
For the Panthers, they have the exact situation we were saying is type of situation you want to be in. Runner on first, no outs. So now for the Trojans, you got to retaliate and make sure that you can keep limited runners off base.
Foul ball, Kretschmore. Is the batter for the Panthers here in the top of the second. No outs, runner on first, and Morris. Following Kretschmore will be Duncan, and then Bettiga to follow if she sees the chance. Kretschmore squared up earlier. She squares up this time again. Little miscommunication, and it was not picked off the ground by the second baseman. Great effort out there in the field, but that slight stutter, I think, was the costly part of that equation. Black was in pursuit, and it was probably her ball, but I think she got called off by Geyer.
And any type of hesitation will give base runners just that much more time to get on base, and that's what ended up being the case. But looks like the first bunt will be fouled off. 0-1 count.
Now 2 runners on with Duncan up to bat. 1 strike count. Lays down a bunt. This one sits in fair territory down the first base line, thrown out at first. Advances the runners to second and third. And now if Colgan elects to, they can bunt to load the bases / take a run.
So by bunting, the Panthers have now have 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out.
And they will elect to bunt here. Oh, what a play! A potentially inning-saving play as Bettiga gets 2 under it. And the catcher, Kaufman, hounds it down the third base line. That was in foul territory, too. No danger.
No, yep, just a good play to get that second out, and now put a little bit more pressure on the Panthers. You wouldn't expect them to be bunting anymore.
No, not with 2 outs. Can't afford to leave those 2 runners on. Gotta get a hit if you're the batter right now. Number 1 is Burrows.
It was a heads-up play from Kaufman. I mean, as catcher, you got to be one of the quicker players on field, just able to throw off that helmet and make a play.
She has been a quick player. From what we've seen, she is always throwing that helmet off with anything that might be within her reach.
Just expecting. I mean, we saw that there. That ball went fouled. We heard it hit the roof above the fans, and her helmet was still off, expecting to make a catch and make a play.
On a 1-2 count, Burrows takes ball 2. That one meeting the turf pretty
early.
well. Yeah, I was about to say pretty well before home. But now 2-2. Geyer just needs 1 and leaves it inside. So Burrows will take her base on the HBP. Not what you wanted with that 2-strike count.
So now the batter will be Osborne. Bases loaded.
Yeah, back to the top of the lineup here.
So pitch number 1 will be a ball inside for a 1-0 count.
Geyer just needs to kind of recollect, take some deep breaths, and dial it in here on the leadoff hitter. There's strike 1. Some aggressive leads coming off of first and second, but they cannot move as long as third stands where she's at. 1-1 pitch is low and inside for ball 2.
2-1, just looking for a couple more strikes to get out of this dangerous situation. Top of the second.
2-1 count now, and you can't afford a walk either. So if you're Geyer, you gotta be leaving them in the zone. No, they're gonna actually signal this is a 3-1 count, which I think is indeed correct, now that I really think about it. Swung on, fouled. Once again, Kaufman jumping to that one. There's a foul ball, so they cannot advance on this.
So the scoreboard is lit up, full count with 2 outs. Looking to end the inning.
Swung on, headed to foul territory, and it makes its way out of play. 3 Trojans in pursuit to try and make the play on that one. Get themselves out of the inning as quickly as possible. And Osborne once again steps in to the stressful situation for both of these players, pitcher and batter, trying to take the momentum into their possession. Could be a big swing here. Swung on, and once again, foul down the third base side. Still full count. A test of endurance between Geyer and Osborne. Who will prevail this one once again? driven down the left field side, foul.
These last couple of pitches, I think, might be a little bit inside if she's not swinging at him.
She is defending the plate as much as she can, and that will be a ball 4. Great perseverance from Osborne on that count. Got to give credit where it's due to fight off 3 consecutive foul balls and then read that one well. Put yourself on first and walk a run home. Tie ball game at 1 apiece.
First pitch will go as a strike, 0-1 count. The batter will be Dayton.
Dayton makes contact, gets past Kester at shortstop. 1 run comes home, 2 runs come home. Headed for third is Dayton, and she stands up with a triple, scoring 3 runs for the Panthers, who have opened this ball game up and completely turned it on its head. What a shift here in the top of the second. Kester just caught in a tough position. And they will check to second. Looks like Coach Kugler thought Dayton may have missed second.
I'll say she didn't. I don't know.
I was not watching too closely to see if she touched each bag. But still 2 gone here in the top of the second. Dayton trying to take home, and she does. A 5-1 score now here in the top of the second, which seemed like a potential clean inning from the Trojans, escaping a full bases loaded threat, and Dayton clears them herself.
That pitch goes a ball far outside, 2-1 count.
It's actually 2-0, I believe.
2-0 count.
Yeah. And now outside for ball 3, Ascanio faced with a prime count to try and extend this inning. And there's strike 1.
So Geyer will try to fight back. Has the 3-1 count. Looking just to get one more out and escape the top of the second with limited damage.
Ascanio swings on that. Missed for strike 2. And you can just kind of see the energy plucked from the Trojans out in the field right now, as they were rolling with all the momentum after the first inning, and that has since been depleted.
For the Trojans, I mean, you're looking for just one pitch to get this last out and hopefully rally back, get a couple more runs.
Geyer
There
gets Ascanio swinging. Strike 3 comes through as she retires the side for the top of the second. Caleb, a whirlwind of half an inning for the Trojans.
It was definitely an inning the Trojans would like to get past and just got to move forward and get runners on base. We saw them do it in the first. And you don't need all 4 runs back to tie it, but if you can get a couple, you might start to have a little bit more momentum in your favor. Get things back on track.
The only thing that kind of irks me about the difference between the 1-run inning and the 5-run inning that both the Panthers and the Panthers and the Trojans put up was that the Trojans kind of utilized all their resources to bring that one run home, basically sacrificing the inning for a run, which is fine. I mean, to open up the game with a lead was certainly a necessity given the situation, but now you look at how the Panthers performed in the top of the second, and they were just swinging away. It didn't require them to sacrifice most of their hitters. They were able to get most of those runners on base and then rally on a 2-out situation. So I'd like to see that out of the Trojans, playing just a little more aggressive at the plate, trying to attack the ball and not just let things happen.
It looks like to lead off the inning for the Trojans is Maddie Kester. We saw her get that big hit against Fort Scott in our last broadcasted game.
One of 2 successful hits in that contest as Ascanio delivers strike 1. She's bringing the heat right now, Caleb.
She is doing a good job on the mound, and it's up to the Trojans to fight back and get a couple hits.
Wind up and delivery right on the outside corner. Faced with an 0-2 count now for Kester. Not ideal, but might be what she needs to get aggressive at the plate. Being the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the second. Fights off this one.
So that'll go foul hitting the net. Stays an 0-2 count, but like you're saying, in a dangerous situation for Kester. Looking just to stay alive or get on base.
0-2 on its way. Does not find the zone. Leaves it outside, maybe a little low as well. I didn't think it was there, but sometimes you never know. Odd perspective.
It'll go to a 1-2 count.
Kester's still got to be thinking swing here, as that one stays up top. Good eye by the batter, Kester. Now works it to a 2-2 count. Now you can start to think a little more of the psychology of the count. You were down early. Ascanio can't just leave one in the middle of the zone, but there she gets the low half of the zone for strike 3. Kester will go down looking.
So Maddie will strike out, giving the first out of the inning. The next batter up will be Bowman.
Bowman sees ball 1, low. Ascanio delivers, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Be a 1-1 count for Bowman. Looking just to get on base, get something going offensively for the Trojans.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. That's a similar spot as that first pitch. Bowman with a 1-2. Outside for ball 2. Just kind of looking across the infield. Nobody playing too far out of position. Everybody's actually kind of sitting back. Shortstop and second, pretty far back in that dirt line, or that fake dirt line, as this is an all-turf field. Up top for ball 3.
So a full count, and like you're saying, I wouldn't hate if Bowman decided to bunt, just with all of the infielders being so far back.
And takes strike 3. Back-to-back backwards Ks. for Ascanio on the mound. That's got to be a good feeling as your team takes a 4-run lead in the top of the second. Now you sit with 2 outs, empty bases, and you're rolling off of 2 looking strikeouts.
And for the Trojans, you have 2 outs already. Third hitter up is Geyer, the pitcher. Now kind of in a tricky situation, but the Panthers were able to get runs with a 2 outs.
This one flipped over to first in time. See our first contact in a while from Geyer, but it will not be enough to extend the inning. Headed to the top of the third. It's 5-1 here on Girard Sports Live. Trojans with some work to do. We'll be right back.
Here at Pittsburgh Interiors, we are proud to be family owned and operated, serving our community with quality style and service since 1999. Step into our showroom and explore furniture, flooring, window treatments, mattresses, and more. Whether you're designing a dream home, office, or simply just adding that finishing touch, our expert team is here to help. Discover why families and businesses have trusted us for over 25 years. Pittsburgh Interiors, where style meets comfort and family comes first.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health.
And we're back for the top of the third. Back around pretty much the full way through the lineup for Colgan, as the batter will be Morris. Or no, excuse me, not Morris. This will be Lundy. So Lundy's last time at the plate was in the first inning as she pops this one up into center, tracking and caught by Avery out there in center field. So one gone here in the top of the third. This brings up Morris now, who will be followed by Kretschmore. Morris was the leadoff last inning. So this one's popped up, staying in the infield, tracking and reaches the turf. As Kaufman, the only one in the area to make the play, couldn't quite track that one down.
And that was a difficult ball. We've talked about it before, but the sun is always out and shining, it seems, every time we have a baseball or softball game. Just making it hard for the infielders and outfielders to make plays, having to track the ball down.
So 1-1 count for Morris. She check swings on this, and it will barely make its way foul down the first base side. Kind of a surprise to her, as she did not pull all the way through on that swing, on that cut. Almost got away with it.
Yeah, and she kind of looked surprised that she even made contact.
Starting to think, had she swung all the way through, that one may have reached the fence, and this one headed for there, but reeled in.
So a catch from Avery and a catch by Bowman. Very similar to how we started off the game in that first inning. Just getting outs and getting it done pretty quickly.
So 2 gone as Kretschmore steps in. Takes ball 1 up top.
Second pitch will be good for ball 2. So a 2-0 count.
2-0 for Kretschmore at the plate. Geyer delivers, fouled off for strike one.
2-1 count.
Be real nice for the Trojans to go 3 up, 3 down, feel like you hadn't even left the dugout in some way. Sometimes those innings are really what sparks some initiative on the offense when it feels like you're kind of taking a rest for a lengthy period of time. Obviously, Avery and Bowman, the only ones really getting active this inning.
Like you're saying, just if you can get back in the dugout, get some batters going, and get back in this game.
This one swung on, headed down the third base side, and foul. So 2-2 count for Kretschmore. Geyer has a pitch to work with if she elects to. This one very similar to that of Osborne's count. A lot of foul balls and a 2-strike count. Difference is Osborne had 3 balls in her count, making it full as this one finds the gap. In between left and center, Kretschmore stands on first and will try to start yet another 2-out rally here.
So runner on first, 2 outs, just looking to get that third.
Duncan steps in. Swings on this, right to Kester at shortstop, and she makes the kneeling play. 3 gone in the top of the third, a runner left on by the Panthers as we head to the bottom of the inning. We'll be right back after this on Girard Sports Live.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Or can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call Judd, Lori, Ginny, or Amber in Girard today.
Welcome to Homestead of Girard, assisted and independent living right here in our hometown. At Homestead, seniors enjoy compassionate care in a community designed for comfort. Licensed professionals provide support with daily activities, dressing, bathing, and medication management. Residents enjoy home-cooked meals and the comfort of their own private apartment. Call 620-724-6760 to schedule your tour today. Homestead of Girard, senior living with compassion, comfort, and community. Chicken Annie's of Girard is some.
And we're back for the bottom of the third. 5-1, excuse me. 5-1 is the score. Colgan leading by 4 runs as it sits. Girard had the first run of the game in the bottom of the first, and then Colgan really opened it up in the top of the second. Put 5 on the board as Addison Brunk steps in, swing and a miss for strike 1.
No, Drake, I would not mind a 5-11 score. Wouldn't be the worst thing.
Scagno's pitch. Can't find it. 1-1 count now for Brunk. And after Brunk, it will be Quinn Poland in the top of the lineup with Hanks. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Brunk losing the back there on the come around. 1-2, Escanio. Finds strike 3. I don't know if that was called strike or check swing, turn swing strike, but regardless, Escanio collects the first out of the inning on a K. And that was how they started off in the top or the bottom of the second, too. Had 2 strikeouts, putting the Trojans in a tough situation as Poland takes a pretty passive swing at that.
And Jake, for the Trojans, I mean, Hanks was our first batter, and she was able to get on base, but since then, not a single Trojan able to keep that going. Just kind of, they're able to get Hanks around to home in that first inning, but since then, the rest of the lineup has either struck out or gotten a ground down to first.
One count for Poland. Scanio's pitch. Can't find the spot. 2-1 now as it sits. Grounder back to Escanio. Underhand toss to first in time for out number 2. Now a 2-out situation with the top of the lineup due up for the Trojans.
Now batting number 15, Emily Hanks.
Hanks takes a solid cut, but just doesn't get the contact she wanted. And will ground out back to the pitcher. 3 gone in the bottom of the third. We head to the top of the fourth here on Girard Sports Live. We'll be right back after this.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues the Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires.
And we're back for the top of the fourth. Geyer remains on the mound. But strike 1 in the zone. It's Bettiga at the plate, takes a clean cut. This one gets past Kester into the outfield, and Bettiga stands up on first. Lead-off single for the Panthers as Burrows comes up and will square up to bunt. This one laid down very clean. The flip over to first in time, the tag on third, double play in an unconventional fashion. Hanks there to make the play on third as Briley Black was in pursuit of the bunt. Great heads-up play from the field of the Trojans.
Great job from the left fielder getting out and making the play. And so for the Trojans, it looks like you were about to have a runner on third. Now you have 2 outs.
Had the chance of runners in the corners for a second there and got a quick transition from Brunk to first. This one flying into the glove of Hanks. 3 up, 3 down, and a quick one at that as Geyer leaves it on the table for these hitters, and they just can't find the spots. 5-1 is the score as we head to the bottom of the fourth, and we'll be right back after this.
Every day, people are discovering that bigger isn't better, better is better. Big box stores continue to disappoint. You have spoken, and we have been listening. You want a great selection with dependable service at a competitive price. We understand, and that's what we bring to you every day. We know that we have to work hard to earn your business, and we will. Bigger isn't better, better is better at Heidrick's, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the
Bottom of the fourth, due up here on Girard Sports Live. A 5-1 score. Trojans trying to rally off of that 3-up, 3-down, and what I believe was only 5 or less pitches.
Just a quick inning. We were talking about how that inning maybe lasted 3 minutes completely. Just one of the quickest we've seen. But for the Trojans, the leadoff hitter for this inning will be Autumn Avery. As a 1-1 count.
Avery batting in the 2-hole in this lineup. Sitting with that 1-1 count. Ascanio remaining on the mound for the Panthers. This one popped up and brought in foul territory by the first baseman, Morris, excuse me. One gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Briley Black now trying to get something started to enter the back half of the game. 3.5 innings gone.
She will swing the first pitch. 0-1 count. Not a lot offensively for the Trojans since that first inning. Just not getting super lucky with where balls are landing, and a few strikeouts mixed in there, but Black will continue the count 1-1.
Just not the best contact that they're getting from the mound of Ascanio. 1-1 count for Black as she kind of got on her toes for that one to really check it out. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Black now faced with a 2-strike count. Gotta be thinking defend. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ascanio gets another strikeout on the board.
So for the Trojans, the batter up to hit is Kaufman.
Kaufman with a chance to start a 2-out rally here. Swings and misses for strike 1. These pitches, Caleb, I said it earlier, but got to emphasize it a little bit more. Ascanio is bringing the heat right now. These are humming across the plate.
And like you're saying, these are some of the quicker pitches we've seen throughout softball. Definitely giving a challenge to all of these Girard batters.
Strike 2 comes across. I believe it is a 1-2 count, and that it is, confirmed by the home plate ump. Ascanio, this one right back to her as she flips it over to first. That will be a 3-up, 3-down for the Panthers. A quick inning, but not as quick as the previous as we head to the top of the fifth. 5-1's the score. We'll be right back after this.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Siebert back to pass. Lehman diving for the end zone, and they get the listing. Lehman passes off to Siebert on the far wing. Siebert the lob, and Lehman with the alley-oop dunk to close the deal. Lehman a hard hit ball to left field. Siebert is at the wall, and they close another one. Lehman Realty with another big-time win. Lehman Realty, proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection.
And we're back for the top of the fifth. Panthers still up by 4 as we enter the 5th inning.
Guyer's first pitch will be good for strike 1.
Go ahead and look at this leadoff hitter. It is Dayton, who was the one to clear the bases in the top of the 2nd, bringing all 3 home on a triple. Not quite clear, but pretty close. And then she ended up stealing home on the next at-bat, or on the next batter.
So the third pitch will make it a 2-1 count.
Swings on this, fouled off for strike 2. She's getting a nice little boost on that hustle from the back to the front of the box. And this one swung on, hits the gap between first and second, and Dayton is on again. She is 3 for 3 on the day, Caleb.
So Dayton will make it to first. And for the Panthers, the pitcher is Scagno, I believe, is up to bat.
Yep.
Now batting number 3, Escanio.
Scagno will be followed by Lundy. Outside for ball 1. Now, we did see Dayton take second after her first at-bat in this contest. Looks like she's booting up to do so again, but does not. This one fouled off by Escanio, 1-1 count. Obviously, she did not steal unless on a wild pitch from her triple, or until a wild pitch on her triple. Escanio actually squares up to bunt, brings the corners in. Black and Brunk in pursuit, but that ball in the dirt, 2-1. Swung on. Trickler down the third base line, thrown across the diamond, will not make it into the glove of Brunk. Escanio heads for 2. Dayton comes home, brings the lead to 5. A 6-1 score as the Panthers now with another runner in scoring position.
So Escanio will stand up on second. The batter for the Panthers, I believe, is Lundy.
Lundy now looking to carry it on with 0 outs in this inning. Finds a gap. This one makes it into left. Lundy headed for 2, and she will get it for free. No contest, as the transition to the infield was just a little too slow.
I think she caught the Trojans not paying full attention. Kind of getting a free base, but now with no outs, the Panthers have runners in scoring position.
Morris, the batter, will foul off the first. They are eating up that left side of the field right now.
So if I were Kester or Black, definitely be looking out for a ball coming their way.
I want to be on your toes. Geyer's pitch. This one popped up, headed for left center. Tracking and not brought home by Hanks. Escanio makes her way home. 7-1 score with runners on second and third. Still no outs with Kretschmore stepping into the box.
So first pitch will be high for ball one.
Throw down to third was not in time from Kaufman. Geyer. Pitch. Doesn't find the spot. It is a 3-0 count. Kretschmore. More than likely will be sitting on this. And
Geyer will find strike one.
Not exactly the strike one you're looking for on 3-0.
No.
That was playing with the edge of the zone a little too much, but gets it regardless. Here's the 3-1, and that's in the dirt for ball four. Kretschmore will take her base. And now Duncan.
So bases loaded for the Trojans with no outs.
Panthers in prime position here to try and take this game, put it well into their control. 6 runs, still manageable here for the Trojans, but still no outs. I mean, you've got to be getting a strikeout here if you're the Trojans. And I think what Coach Kugler is going to be telling them out there on the mound is we need the play at home. We got to be rolling for a double play, home to first. Try to prevent the run as much as possible and get that double play and then deal with the next batter.
For the Panthers, I mean, you might expect a bunt here.
Oh, I highly doubt that. But this one is ruled fair. Throw to third is safe there. A double for Duncan. And brings up Bedeca on the 2-run double.
So a ball, I believe half the people on the field thought was going foul.
I thought it was too. I thought it just was barely foul, but obviously I don't have that view down the line if it hopped over the bag or not.
Now runners still in good scoring position.
Swung on, headed for right field, and not brought in foul territory by the outfielder Bowman. 2-strike count now for Bedeca.
So looking to get the first out of this inning.
Geyer with a good setup here. Kind of mess with the outside corners of the zone. This is what you want. This one swung on, will be in fair territory. Brought in by Bowman. The throw home in time will keep the runners where they are. Kretschmore and Duncan do not advance. With one gone, Burrows will come up to the plate, and then it'll be back to the top of the lineup. Bunt will make its way foul for strike one. Now both Black and Brunk playing about 2 steps closer than usual. Expecting the bunt. This one does make it down. Throw to first is out there, safe at home. So another run comes home, but it will be 2-out situation here for the Panthers. On a 10-1 lead. And some discussion happening over there on first. I think Burrows thought she was safe, and coaches were there with her as Osborne steps in to the righty box. Did you see anything weird on that, Caleb?
I mean, it was definitely a closer call, but at least from my perspective, I believe she was out.
I did too. I thought it was probably about half a step. Her foot was on the decline as that ball made it to first, but maybe she peeled maybe Brunk peeled her foot, or maybe it looked like she peeled her foot.
Just a close call, but now 3-0 pitch count.
Osborne, the leadoff, or the one-hole hitter, not leadoff, but one-hole. Does not agree with that call, but (3-1) count. Swung on, headed for left, and will be out of play. Foul ball. Now a 2-strike count for Osborne.
Be a full count. Looking.
What did I say?
Last out.
Did I say full count?
I think you said 2-strike count.
Oh.
I don't know.
So I wasn't wrong, but I wasn't right. Or, well, I was right, just not completely wrong. This one caught by Kaufman. Will wrap up the inning, or wrap up the top of the 5th as we head to the bottom of the inning. 10-1's the score. We'll be right back after this.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are...
And we're back for the bottom of the 5th. Maddie Kester looking to start some work on this 9-run deficit that the Panthers have manufactured in runs scored in only 2 innings of the 5 played so far. They scored 5 in the top of the 2nd, and then 5 again in the top of the 5th.
Kester's first pitch will end up being a strike. It was a foul ball. Second one is a ball. 1-1 count.
Swung on, grounder in the infield, keeps it in front of her, and thrown out at first Way to stay with it. The second baseman, Burrows, kind of eats that one, but she'll get checked on real quick, and
She
says
seems
she's
to
good.
be doing all right.
I think it came up. I think it looked like it came up and caught her in the chin. And I think that's what everybody else saw and was like, oh, that may have rung your bell just a little bit. And she says, no, I'm good.
Up to bat will be Bowman.
Following Bowman will be Geyer as Bowman takes strike one. Starts it off with an 0-1 count. Swung on, popped up, headed for right, and it is caught. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. And once again, trying to start a 2-out rally for the Trojans. Leadoff batters not able to put themselves on base. Geyer will look to be the first here in the 5th. Takes ball 1. This one fouled off. 1-1 count now for Geyer as Ascanio continuing to dominate from the mound. Popped up, will be well out of play for strike 2. A 1-2 count now as Geyer will look to work back into this one or get a base hit. May be incorrect, Caleb, but I don't think we've seen a hit actually out of the Trojans today.
No, we have.
Saw the walk from Hanks, who ended up coming home in the bottom of the 1st, but
from what I have, every other Trojan has gotten out in some sort of fashion, just not able to get on base. So far, looking to change that here later in the game.
So even though they have 1 run, Trojans on a no-hitter right now. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 as Ascanio retires the side once more, and we will head to the top of the 6th. 10-1 is the score. We'll be right back after this.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to Prime Accounting.
Prairie Mission Retirement Village. People caring about people in the loving spirit of Christ. Spacious apartments made to feel like home. And a loving, caring, experienced staff. That's the Prairie Mission difference. A continuing retirement community promoting person-centered care with an on-site clinic from Labette Health and offering independent living apartments, assisted living, and long-term care, all with the respect and care our loved ones deserve. Prairie Mission Retirement Village, St. Paul, 620-449-2400.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
And we're back for the top of the 6th. Panthers leading by 9 here to start the 6th inning, and we have a pitching change. Briley Black will be taking the mound as Drew Dayton steps into the box. She's 3 for 3 on the day. The only batter to do so across both teams.
So Black is on the mound. Avery Brooks will replace her at third. Every other Trojan seems to be in their respective places.
1-1's the count. Swung on, fouled off for strike 2. One, two on its way. And gets her with the changeup. Dayton takes off for first on the drop, third strike. And will make it there as Brunk was playing in for the hit and run. A crucial mistake there. A beautiful pitch from Briley Black, though, as that off-speed had Dayton swinging way out in front of it. Ella Escanio takes strike 1 there. Oh, 1 count. Dayton standing on first. Got a little bit of antsiness there as that one did hit the dirt. 1-1 count now for Escanio. Escanio squares up early, trying to play some mental games there. Pulls back for strike 2. 1-2 count now for Escanio. Swung on down the third base side and fouled.
So the count will stay 1-2. Looking to get an out here. Wrap up the top of the 6th pretty comfortably.
Swung on, this is popped up. Shallow center, and it will be reeled in by Kester. About 10 feet north of second. And now Lundy will step into the box with a runner on first. Swan down the third base side, foul. Looking for the outside corner. Black cannot get it. 1-1 count now for Lundy. Swung on, finds the gap in left. Dayton moves to second and Lundy on first. Brings up the 5-hole batter, Morris. Here in the top of the 6th, 1 gone, 2 runners on. Black trying to clean up just a little bit. If she's able to get a strikeout or just keep this one in the infield, that would be to the Trojans' benefit majorly.
So the first pitch will be high and outside for ball 1. Not an immediate danger for the Trojans.
This one, pass ball, gets through the glove of Kaufman and leaves runners on second and third now as Morris was squared up, pulled back in time, 2-0 count. This may be a bunt.
A bunt to get the runner home.
And they do. Black will stare down the runner at third. Dayton heads for home, will be tagged out. And another double play from the Trojans. Wraps up the top of the 6th. As we head to the bottom of the sixth, 10-1 is the score. We'll be right back on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com. A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your field and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. And now Matt's care for farmers goes beyond seed as an agent for the new 4-state farm and ranch. From the best inputs available to the protection you need, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy at Murphy Seed.
Every day, people are discovering that bigger isn't better, better is better. Big box stores continue to disappoint. You have spoken.
10-1 is the score in the bottom of the sixth. Addison Brunk steps into the box. Will be followed by Poland and then back to the top of the lineup as Ascanio continues on her run of a potential no-hitter. Trojans are going to need anything and everything at this point.
Her first and second pitch end up being high and low, so a 2-0 count for Brunk.
It's actually a bit uncommon for her, usually starting off those counts 1-1, either the first or the second finding the spot. So that one sits high as well, 3-0 count. Now we'll see a timeout here, as catcher Kretschmore is going to visit the mound real quick. Maybe a bit of a communication issue here.
And so Brunk in good position, 3-0 count.
And that one right down the middle for strike one. Ascanio trying to work back into this count. Swing and a miss for strike two.
So the count moves to a full count.
Full count pitch does not find the zone. Brunk takes first. And we'll bring up Quinn Poland with Emily Hanks getting ready to bat as well on deck. Pinch runner coming in for Brunk will be number 10, Allison Huber. This one swung on, headed for right. Will be caught, throw to first, not in time for the double play, but one gone here after the fly out from Poland. Hanks now.
So back to the start of the lineup, Huber will stay on first, not much of a leadoff at all.
Hanks takes ball one. One 1-0 pitch, sits in for strike one. Kretschmore discusses something with the umpire. 1-1 count. This one swung on, fouled off into the net for strike 2.
So 1-2 count. Huber stays on first pretty comfortably.
And sits in for strike 3 as Scagno
Now batting number 7, Autumn Avery.
grabs another strikeout. That time against Hanks, and now Avery steps in.
2 outs and a runner on first.
Swung on, will find a gap. And that will break the no-hit streak for Bella Scagno. So that one just makes it over the glove of the second baseman, Burrows. Putting runners on first and second.
With that hit, it'll make this inning the longest inning batter-wise for the Trojans, with the 5th batter now up to bat. This is the pitcher, Black.
Sitting with an 0-1 count. Scagno's pitch sits up top. 1-1. Pitch does not find the spot. 2-1 count now between Scagno and Black. Black trying to extend this inning. Keep some hopes alive here for the Trojans. This one's popped up out of play for strike 2. Now a 2-strike count for Black at the plate.
2 runners on, 2 outs, 2 balls, and 2 strikes. Looking to keep it going.
Up top for ball 3.
It's now a full count, runners on first and second.
Swung on. Grounder to the shortstop, flips it to second in time for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 7th. 10-1 remains the score and the final inning of action. We'll be right back after this.
Every day, people are discovering that bigger isn't better, better is better. Big box stores continue to disappoint. You have spoken, and we have been listening. You want a great selection with dependable service at a competitive price. We understand, and that's what we bring to you every day. We know that we have to work hard to earn your business, and we will. Bigger isn't better, better is better at Heidrick's, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast Colgan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2.
Top of the 7th here for Girard Sports Live. It is the catcher Kretschmore at the plate, starting off with a 1-0 count. New pitcher, oh, excuse me. I thought it was a new pitcher on the mound, but It was not. I don't know why I thought that.
That was a new pitcher last inning. It's kind of close. But count will start off 2-0.
That one high and away.
Third pitch was well off.
Black leaves that up top for ball 4. A 4-0 walk puts Kretschmore on first. And first pitch, strike 1 on the next batter, Duncan. 0-1 count. Swung on, line drive, reeled in, throw to first, double play. Phenomenal reaction speed from Avery Brooks. Cleaning the bases for the Trojans. A little bit of a highlight there. So now Bettiga. Steps in, strike 1. If the Trojans want any kind of hope tying this game up, they're going to want to bring a lot of momentum. That double play doing them some help in that capacity. And then cleaning up is Kester at shortstop. Quick 3 up, 3 down from the field as we head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll keep it here for the moment. Caleb entering the final half of an inning of play. What do you think the Trojans are going to need to pull out? I mean, other than just 6 or 9 runs, what are they going to need to bring this together?
And I mean, it is do or die time for the Trojans. They haven't had much luck on the offensive side of thing with only 1 hit coming from Autumn Avery. So, I mean, like you're saying, something's got to change because you've got to make up 9 runs to try and tie this game. But just a long ways, but it's not impossible. So, looking to see what the Trojans can put together here in the bottom of the 7th.
So throw down to second indicates start of the bottom of the 7th. Jasmine Kaufman, the leadoff here for the 7th, will be followed by Kester, and then after Kester will be Bowman. First pitch swung on by Kaufman, fouled off for strike 1. Trying to get something started here late in the game. Swung on this one, a fly caught by the first baseman. Morris makes the play. Very close call there.
That was one of the balls where it looks like she almost had the turf help her to make the catch, but close catch. Up to bat is Kester.
Now Kester entrusted with the role of starting something. I'll have to bat through the lineup. As a matter of fact, the entire lineup will have to score in order to tie this game up.
Second pitch will be good for strike one. So a 1-1 count.
One pitch, sits in for strike two. Takes ball two on the outside. Scagno chasing the outside corner, trying to get Kester to defend. With some good integrity at the plate.
2-2 count for Kester.
Swung on, popped up, headed for center, finds the space. Kester stands up on first with a single. And brings up Bowman. Now with one out and a runner on first.
And there's that start to the rally you had mentioned. Just takes one hit from everyone to get something going.
Bowman swings on our first. Fouled off for strike one. Following Boatman will be Geyer. Then Brunk and Poland. Back to the top after that.
So the second pitch will be high for ball one. 1-1 count.
And I misspoke there. It won't be Geyer. It would be Avery Brooks. Swung on. This one trickles down the third base side. Throw to first. She's safe there. Leaves runners on first and second.
Now batting, number 11, Avery Brooks.
And now Avery Brooks will step in with a fresh bat to try and keep some momentum rolling. Brooks switching it up here as a lefty batter.
First pitch will be ball one.
Swung on, finds the gap between third and second. Kester checks up on third, and it'll be bases loaded for the 8-hole hitter, Addison Brunk.
Now batting, number 34, Addison Brunk.
Brunk. Could do something special with this at-bat. 1 out. Clean count. Scagno kind of feeling the pressure now, I'm sure. Bases loaded. 0-1 count for Brunk. Outside for ball one.
Like you're saying, Brunk has the ability to get some runs in, switch the pressure on to Colgan, and get some momentum in the Trojans' favor.
Up top for ball two. Two-one count now. Up top for ball three. As Scagno letting two go just a little late on that release. Too tall. 3-1 count. And Brunk makes contact out at first, brings Kester home. Puts two on the board for the Trojans. Now 2 runners, one on first, one on third, and Quinn Poland. Truly do or die time now for the Trojans. No more outs to give, and you got to pick up 8. It's a tall order, but this is certainly the best inning that they've had. Yeah, this is certainly the best inning that they've had all game. One-oh count. Strike one comes through. Escanio. Winds up, delivers, swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 count for Poland. Swing and a miss for strike 3 will end the game here in the bottom of the 7th. 10-2 final score here in the home of the Trojans for their regular season finale. Not exactly the way that they wanted to finish off the regular season as they shake hands. And we transition to the post-game show sponsored by Eastside Cafe. Experience the best breakfast in town 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. Eastside Cafe, proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. And Caleb, as we get to the post-game show, do you have an idea of our player of the game? I know we kind of discussed it between innings, who we were leaning on, but I wondered if any of that changed.
I would say looking for both sides of the ball. I think tonight my player of the game would be Autumn Avery. She had a few big catches out in the outfield to stop runners from really getting on base early for the Panthers, and then she was the first Trojan to get a hit and get on base other than Kester and I believe it was Hanks.
I think Kester actually had it after.
Or I have Avery got it, and then that last inning Kester got a hit. So
yeah, but no, just Autumn Avery, the only player to get on base other than Brunk and Hanks, who both got on with a walk. And Autumn Avery, first hit, obviously kind of trying to break the ice in some capacity, didn't do exactly what she maybe wanted, not the ripple effect that she was looking for, but still something to work with going into the end of the regular season and then hopefully the postseason for this Trojan team. And we will transition now to the hit of the game, brought to you by Bob Bradshaw. Bradshaw Collision Repair offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300 for Bradshaw Collision Repair, sponsor of the hit of the game. Caleb, I don't know if we're on the same page here, but what were you thinking for that?
For hit of the game, I'd probably go with Maddie Kester's hit there in the 7th inning. I mean, she was the Trojan that really got that inning going. She scored a run there and kind of gave a little bit of hope there at the end of the game, but not many hits for the whole team tonight, but definitely a good one to try to get something going there at the end.
It was a little bit of a tough showing from the plate, but nothing that can't be improved on. I mean, you saw there at the end a lot of those ladies in the back half of the lineup kind of coming alive there in the 7th, trying to do anything and everything they could to keep this game alive, but to no avail. As final score, 10-2, Panthers victory over the Trojans. That will do it for us here on Girard Sports Live for the evening, as we will not be catching you guys tomorrow night, but instead Michael and Josh will be taking over for us here in the home of the Trojans for baseball. And if they advance, we will see you next time on Girard Sports Live, so obviously hoping for that. But for now, from me, myself, Caleb, and the rest of the Varsity Sports Live production crew, we say thank you for watching, have a great night, and we hope to see you all next time.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.